All right, hello boys and girls, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is David, and today is Tuesday, February 24th. It's 77 degrees, 25 Celsius, and I hope everybody's doing good today. The topic of today's video is going to be loneliness in retirement. You always hear about people they don't have anybody in retirement. They're estranged with their kids, with their family. They might be divorced. The spouse might have died. I'm not in that particular category. I got divorced in 1980, and I never remarried, so it wasn't a question of a girlfriend or a spouse. My brother lives 4 miles away from me. He's retired. He's 74. No, I'm 76. He's 72. Four years difference. So, but I know that it could be a problem for people that are retired to be alone. And all I can say is to go do something, be somebody, as far as go out for a walk every day, go to a park every day, go travel, go do something, because your life will be extended more, I feel, is if you're acting and if you're doing things. Don't sit around and complain that, oh, I'm lonely and there's nothing to do, nobody loves me and things like that. Well, maybe somebody doesn't love you, but that doesn't mean you can't love yourself. I've always wondered, you know how they always say that, well, they don't always say, but you run into people that were married for 50 or 60 years, and one spouse dies, and within 6 months, the other spouse has died. I wonder if that is, well, I wonder how that compares to like people like my mom. She was married 30 years and then got divorced. And then my dad died when he was 57, but my mom lived until she was 81. So I wonder if divorce has anything to do with it, as far as they were only together for 30 years. Versus you hear people that were together, 50, 60, 70 years, and then one dies, and it's not too long before the other one dies. So I wonder what the cutoff is. Do you have to be married 40 years before that happens? You have to be married, 60 years before that happens? I don't know if there's ever been any studies done on that. I'd be interested to know that. So, well, right now, I am alone, but I'm not lonely. There's a big difference. But I'm not the best case study for that argument, because I've been by myself since 1980, as far as a companion of any kind. Don't have any roommates. Never did have roommates. Well, I did in my 20s, I guess, but nothing since then. So I wonder how that plays into people's thought process. I do things with my brother. We meet up at least twice a week and go out to a different place for dinner. Not really expensive. Of course, everything's expensive now, but it's not, $200 or $300 dinners. $50, $60, $70, and I pay on Sundays, and he pays on Wednesdays when we go. So we go Sunday and Wednesday. So I had that, but I'm really into my grandson. He's in college, and he's taken aeronautical welding, and he's up in the Lancaster, Palmdale area, where there's a lot of aircraft companies up there. Skunk Works is up there. So I'm hoping that a lot of the colleges up there, they have a connection to the personnel office, at with the aeronautical places up there. So I know that's kind of off the topic, but that's one of the reasons why I'm not lonely, is I have my grandson. So there's a lot of, I live in a senior citizens compound, 55 and older, and they have a bar and they have a restaurant there, and they play golf, and they have pickleball, and they have tennis. So there's a lot of things to do. I'm not really an outdoors person, so I'm more the computer geek, or photographer, or music. So I'm more of a single inbound type of a person, so that won't really, affect me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be lonely when you're retired. Do something. Be somebody in the eyes of anybody, but also in your eyes, be somebody. It's not fun being by yourself. But since I've been by myself for a while, I started, I think in 2015 and 2016, I started traveling by myself. Of course, the world was a different place then than it is now. My next door neighbor, she's single. She travels a lot by herself. So don't use the excuse of, oh, I'm by myself, I can't travel. That's not true, especially for women. Of course, it depends on where you're going, but I mean, you got to be smart about it. But also the same thing is with women. I met a lot of single women when I was traveling. I saw a lot of single women. And what I would do when I would go to a city like Dubai or Paris or Rome or any place like that, first thing I do is I got on a tour bus. They had those things called hop-on, hop-off buses. So I would take one of those around and see the city that way and then go back to any special place that I wanted to go to after that. So that's what I mean about doing things even if you are by yourself. You can still travel by yourself. If you get on YouTube and you start looking, there's a lot of single male and single female older people that travel. So don't use that as an excuse to not travel is because I'm old. Use the excuse of I'm going to travel, so I'm not going to be lonely. So I'll see things, so I'll get out in the world and enjoy things, and enjoy life. And do things that get you out of that easy chair or off the couch. I'm not saying sign up for Survivor, but I am saying to go out and do things, be part of life. Don't let loneliness destroy you. Don't let loneliness take away everything you've ever been in life to yourself or to other people. Just do things in life. Even if it's just, walking a mile, walking a half a mile, walking 3 blocks around your area. Sometimes you meet people that way. You might not, have a date or anything, but you can get out and say, hi, how are you? What's going on? What's new in the area? What are you up to? So basically get out there and do things so you're not lonely all the time. And I know the camera's shaking a little bit because I'm doing this freehand. I'm holding the camera up. The camera's as light as I can make it, so I just got to get stronger in my old age. That's all. So, well, we're coming up to almost 8.5 minutes. That's probably about as long as you guys want to hear me talk anyway. If you want to hear me talk on subjects more than that, then put it down in the comments below. And like I said, today is Tuesday, so I'm trying to do Tuesdays and Fridays. Even though I'm recording this, you'll see it on a Tuesday. I'm recording it on Monday, though. And you'll see it on Tuesday. So trying to do Tuesdays and Fridays. If you come up with any topics in retirement, let me know. Put them down in the suggestion box. Put them down below. And I'll look into it. And let's get a community going where we can answer questions and help each other out by being lonely. Okay, so let's do that as senior citizens. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and don't know what the topic for Friday will be. I'll have to look around and see what's going on, but if you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and give me a like. I'd appreciate it. If not, have a great day, and I'm glad that I was able to talk to everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.